Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have an exciting unboxing of sorts to do for you guys and gals. It's another one to the Beez Blades channel, but check this out. This one was donated to give away. What? Yeah, you heard me. You heard it. This one was donated to give away, so I want to get right in here and check it out. And of course, as always, I have to say thank you to my subscribers, and thank you to my patrons and channel members. You guys are making this thing freaking awesome. I'm telling you what, you're making this awesome. I'm having so much fun. We are just blasting through, growing, having a blast. All right, so here's the typical box. This is the Vanguard series. You get a little doodad in here. You get a cleaning cloth and some information with it. And this is going to be on a giveaway. This was donated to the channel for a giveaway by Top Dog. A lot of you will recognize that name. Ooh, look at that snap. Ooh, look at this blade. Oh, mama. Let me go ahead and clean that oil off. But yeah, thank you very much, Top Dog, for donating this. And if you're not aware, or if you're new to the channel, and you haven't been to a live on a Friday night, the live streams have been freaking epic. And I always give away a knife every Friday night at the live stream. The live streams are 8:15 to 11:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But here in the last 3 weeks, we've probably given away 15, 20 knives. It's been a blast. And here is another nice looking knife that's going to go to someone lucky. Yeah. So there you go, N690. And it's a V4543N1. And then this also comes in gray, which the only difference is the gray one's V4543N2. But let me give you a nice up close look here. A little bit of texture vision. Yeah, look at that. Oh, man, it just locks your fingers in there. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to check this out some more. But if you are new to the channel, you will not realize that I sound a little weird right now because I've got a head cold, so I'm sounding all like the top of my head, but that's all right. We'll live through it. And you can see this is designed by, let's see, Nut Hun and Azo. Not sure how to pronounce his name, but boy, we're getting a lot of glare today. There we go. There we go. So like I was saying, there's two versions. You can get this one here, and then there's the tan. It's kind of a darker, not dark, but you go check it out yourself. It's a tan version. It has a black blade, and then there's serrations just right here, like the shortest set of serrations I've ever seen. So it's not too bad. It actually would be handy. I myself, I'm not big on serrations, especially when they cover half the blade, but the tan version has a couple. So that's something you might be interested in. Let's go all the way around. Look at here. Oh, would you look at that? Just look at it. Oh, man, this thing is going to have grip for days, and this looks like titanium. I mean, I don't know. Let's check it with the old... It's not really reactive. I'm guessing this must be some kind of titanium alloy clip. That's a good-looking clip. And yeah, right side, left side, tip-up carry. And what do we have here? Looks like we have a glass breaker going on. I'm not real familiar with glass breakers and what makes them good or not, but you definitely have a knuckle knocker right there for sure. And here's a look at this side if you want to get a screenshot. And then here's this side. There you go, the Justice. And this is a full-size knife. Very snappy. I tell you what we're going to do. Let's do the specs in 60 seconds. All right, I got everything measured up. The only thing I haven't done is weigh it, so let's get a quick weight. Boy, I'm telling you what, it feels pretty solid. I'm going to go with like, I'm going to say around 5-ish. And it is, oh yeah, would you look at that, 5.03. Man, you can't get much closer than that. All right, here we go, 60 seconds. Are you ready? Are you set? So from tip to tip, we're 8.59 inches. Got a nice drop point blade with N690 blade steel and a very nice looking satin finish on there. Your total blade length 3.8 inches and your sharpened blade is 3.76. So it's just about the same thing. Your blade width is 1.05 inches and your blade stock thickness is 127 thousandths of an inch. You have a G10 handle material and then it was pretty consistent, 12 to 13 thousandths right behind the edge. So that's very nice. And then you have a G10 for your handle material, and then from tip to tip closed you have 4.91 inches, and that's counting the glass breaker, which this glass breaker is a part of this whole backspacer there. And then your handle width is 0.997, so an inch, And then your closed width completely is right at the widest points, 1.27 inches. Handle thickness is dead on at a 1/2 inch. And then you have thumb studs and a flipper tab for opening. There are ceramic ball bearings with a D-shaped pivot on the inside. And it has T8 body screws. All right. And the only thing that's T6 is your hardware on your pocket clip. What do you think about that? Now, as far as fit and finish, I mean, the finish all the way around looks really, really good. Look at that. I mean, would you look at it? It is very nice, very consistent, nice and clean. The edges are not sharp up here. Take a look at this side. Look at that. That is very nice. The grind looks very nice on this thing. Let's, yeah, it doesn't feel too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see how it cuts. Get a piece of paper. This is from the Christmas catalog from Smoky Mountain. Let's see what it does. Oh my goodness. Ooh, yeah. It is sharp right from the box. And how do we feel? Man, it is solid. I mean, this thing, it feels like a fixed blade. Holy cow. Let me zoom out a little bit here. But I mean, it feels like a fixed blade. It is so solid. There's no blade play or lock rock or any of that business going on. And then the pocket, I bet you anything, this is going to go in and out of the pocket really easy. I'm going to try it right now. And oh yeah, it's in and out of the pocket easy. And right now, you probably just watched a clip of me putting in and out of the jeans pockets as normal. And I'm not going to take this one apart. I've been taking most of them apart lately. This one, I'm going to let the new owner who wins this get it brand new, unadulterated, and it'll be all theirs. They can take it apart and do whatever they want with it. So I tell you what, let's do some quick size comparisons. Width-wise, let's put it up against how about this? The Paramilitary 2. You can see it's around the same width as the Paramilitary 2. And what I'll do is I'll layer out here, and we'll put some up here and let you get an idea, because without some comparisons, you really can't tell how big a knife is. And then we'll get to all the fun stuff. So here's the Spyderco PM3, and then here's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So you can see it is a full-size job. Look at that. Look at that. And let's put a couple more up here. Here's the Spyderco Tenacious. This is what got me started down the rabbit hole of knife collecting. I love my Tenacious. You can get them in S35VN now. And then here's the Civivi Cogent. And the Cogent, I have a video on that. It's pretty interesting if you want to go watch that one. And how about a couple more? Here are a couple popular ones. How about the Kubey KU322? Oh yeah, look at that. And you know that if you have this one, you know it's a full-size one. And the ever-loved, ever-popular Petrified Fish Beluga. And I have videos on both of them. I have the unboxing and I have a full review and disassembly of the Beluga. So you can go check those out if you want. But you can see they don't have anything on it lengthwise. You know, you have some more belly going on with these, but as far as cutting length, you have got cutting length for days. And I'm going to put two more up here real quick. One of my favorites, the Kizer Roach. This is the newer version. This is the Mojave Outdoor exclusive. And I'll put links to these knives. You know, I usually just put ones to the knife in the video, but I'll put some links to these up here if you guys want to go check them out too. And I have 10% off at KP All Knife Pivot Lube and White Mountain Knives. And you can get any Kizers if you go to Amazon and use my Beez Blades code. You get 10% off because they're all sold by Mojave Outdoor. So here's the Kizer In Yan. And there's the Roach. The In Yan is the only knife I have, I think, only folder that's just a little bit longer than the Justice. So let's check out the deployment of this bad boy. I'm going to back out just a tad more for you. Quick housekeeping. If you haven't subscribed, you do not want to miss what's coming up on this channel. Oh my gosh, if I could tell you right now. There are a lot of exciting things going to happen. And the Friday night lives, you don't want to miss the Friday nights. Woo, Beez Blades live at the Hive. All right, here we go. So big old flipper tab. And, you know, I'm suspecting this is one that if you wanted, you could sand that flipper tab off and just go with the thumb studs. But let's see how the flipper tab works. So there's your push button. It is nice and clean. So it's pretty smooth, not drop shutty. Let's do a light switch. Man, it's very snappy, very snappy. How about the thumb stud? Oh yeah, nice and snappy. Can we reverse flick it? It's a little tight. I bet you if it was worked in a little bit, I'd be able to reverse flick it. But it's very comfortable. How about left-handed? Yeah, look at that. Left-handed, nice and clean. Of course, it's easy to flip. This is a great knife. I mean, you have multiple deployment options. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. So the deployment's really good. Let's go over ergos. My hand from here to here is 4 inches, from here to here is 3.5, and from here right to the tip of my finger is 7.25. So let's see what we look like here. Oh, look at that. Full purchase for days and left over. So if your hands are bigger than mine, you still have plenty of room. Oh yeah. And you know what? I'm not getting any hot spots. That is comfortable. And let's take this jimping. How does that feel? Oh yeah. It's comfortable. Now I prefer the smaller jimping. You know, where it's tick, 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 tick. But I'll take those big ones. Those will work. These are comfortable. They're not aggressive, but they work and they go out far enough on the blade for me to get my thumb out there if I want to really get in it to win it. But pulling, pushing, that clip is not bothering me at all. That clip is just right. No problem there. Can we do utility cuts? Oh yeah, we can do utility cuts for days. Not a problem. And I guarantee that if I took this apart, it would be smooth. I bet after a couple days of using this and flipping it, it would be even so much smoother. I mean, you just give it a little bit of gravity and it shuts for you. But yeah, I can't quite get that reverse flick. I bet you anything I could though, with a little bit of cleaning up and a little bit of KPL knife pivot lube. By the way, go check out that link. Put some knife pivot lube in there. It makes a world of difference. But so the overall on this knife, the ergos are really good. And how about, do we have a choil? So looks like our plunge grind stops right around here-ish. So we have plenty of room for sharpening before we get to the plunge grind. So that's really nice. And then on the inside right here, I was feeling that. It was giving me a little bit of grip right on the inside of the chunky part of my fingers right there. You're not going to lose this knife. And the texture is amazing. It has the perfect texture. I like when I can feel it. I'm not big on having slick scales. But man, this one, your hand is locked in and you are ready to go. And this, I really like it. That is a full-size knife. And it's comfortable. If my hand was even smaller, it would not be uncomfortable to handle. So I think you're pretty much, unless you have super-duper large hands, you're going to be good to go. I mean, you are good to go. It is very comfortable. But I like the aesthetics of it. I like the blade. I like the fact that it has multiple deployment options. And I'm pretty certain that, yeah, you could do a flipper tab delete. You're still gonna hit your stop pin right there. Right there's your stop pin. So if you wanted, you could sand off the flipper, and that's what it would look like without it. It's kind of a bigger thumb stud or flipper tab. So I'm thinking that looks kind of neat. But then again, I don't carry anything else in my right pocket. So having a flipper tab sticking out in my pocket, you know, it's in my pocket like that. I'm not going in and out of my pocket. The only thing that's down there in my right pocket is my Swiss Army knife. And that is not a problem for me. So people call them pocket peckers. They have never bothered me and don't cause a problem for me. So I don't have any issue with that. There's no sharp edges. The edges right here are chamfered. Look at that. Would you look at it? See how they've taken the edge off and it's not 90 degree-ish? Wish everybody would do that. I really like these liners. They're very attractive. And I like how they're on the inside of the G10. So I'm not feeling that sharp edge of the G10. And check this out. Look on the inside right there. See those holes? Pow, 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 pow. All that's done to reduce the weight. And I like everything about this knife. And for the price, you're talking around 60 bucks after discount. I mean, you can't beat it. I'm curious. This has been out for a little while now. Do you have one? Have you looked at them? Have you checked them out? Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you had for breakfast. If you know, you know. Leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on. Don't forget to hit the likes up. The likes up. Give me the thumbs up. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I really appreciate it. Remember to live life in the present. Keep a Band-Aid handy. And don't cut yourself.